Welcome to Blended Healing. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. I'm not going to keep you all long today, just giving y'all some food for thought. You see, there's often a very big difference between what is and what should be. This means that there are many things you can do, basically. But that doesn't mean that you should do it. Getting to the root of making a decision in every aspect of your life, you must be accountable to. And even if you aren't willing to be accountable for the consequence that's coming, is inevitable. There are so many of us walking around talking about being judged, trying to smudge and burn away bad energy and speaking about being shamed, that invited these things into our lives solely based on the decisions that we make. How can one be on social media and see something, like a picture or something, and then choose violence? It could be a cute little thing, and then all of a sudden they just choose violence. That shit ain't funny, even though some people think it's funny, but it's not. There are more things to being than to choose violence. And that culture of I need to be seen and everything I do needs to be seen. That's an invitation to judgment, but more so of shame. Why do you say that? Why do you say that, Blended? There are so many different ways and shapes and forms of shame that can attack absolutely nothing to do with us. Absolutely nothing. But we acknowledge it. And it's pretty bad in this world where people use judgment and shame against you. And when they call you out on that, all of a sudden you just feel all ashamed and flushed. So how can you eliminate that shame that you invite into your life? It's called discretion. And while we're out here telling other people and telling ourselves to mind our business that pays us, right? It's pretty hard to do that when the business is so readily thrown into the public. You see the things when you put that information out into the universe, you're not able to control the response. And just as you have the right to hit the post and say something back illmatic, which you have every right to do, because you have free speech. And you can speak on whatever somebody throws in your face. You could do that. But subconsciously, you want to do the right thing. but not at the expense or the rights of other people. You got manipulated into that. I know that when it comes to hurtful comments and shit like that, that you may see, that's the last thing that you want to do is turn the other cheek. Not wanting to push back. That's not what we generally do. Because when somebody hits us, we push back immediately. See, what ends up happening is when these disagreements come up, it's because of the sharing. It's the sharing that people do online in every aspect of their life, leaving nothing to guess, and leaves you open to shame and to the ridicule of other people. I know. I know that's a little hard for you to digest, but you got to see it as right there with you running off with your mouth about your shit. And whatever comes back to you is basically self inflicted. At some point, you decided it was okay to make everybody aware of your business and your decisions and how you move and everything you do and everything you think. That's not healthy, baby. Because what it does is it makes you appear as though you're seeking validation from outside sources. But many people sit back and watch your life and they'll shame you openly or sit back and pray for your demise, for you to fuck up. And either way, this is going to cause you to feel shamed or unloved and eventually like something. It's wrong with you. But it's how you choose to live your life. You don't owe anybody your story, your testimony, your thoughts, or how you move. All of that information should be earned. Is your story out of date? We live in a world that speaks out both sides of their neck. And they will share and they will say and show us everything and then shame you for doing it. And it's okay to keep some things to yourself and share in the spaces that you can trust with people that truly have your heart. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for the best for you. But you might find yourself questioning yourself less when there's less people involved in how you move. Is your story out of date? If you can just get yourself a clearer vision, it'll lead to more peace. And then when that discretion is exercised, people can't shame what's dear to you when they can't find it. It's bad enough shame is something that we all encounter, but if we can minimize it, we can increase our peace. Because this is the time, and I know this is not our new year, but it's the beginning of the new cycle for the calendar year. And this allows you the beginning of 2025 to reflect. Since you're in hibernation mode, and it gives you a chance to look back at where you've been and where you see yourself going. It's time to explore your personal narrative that shapes your choices and define what's possible. At the end of the day, it's all about your well-being, influencing how you perceive challenges and opportunities. Did your story change? We all create stories about our lives to give meaning to the experiences that we have. And these narratives help us to make sense of who we are and the choices that we make. But some stories inspire growth and resilience, while others lock us into an outdated role or self critical beliefs, making you feel that you're not capable of change or it's too late to start over without realizing how much it shapes your decisions. You got to reflect on your story. It isn't about rejecting who you've been. It's about recognizing your flexibility and allowing yourselves to evolve. And when you rewrite these limiting or outdated beliefs into ones that align with your current values and your hopes, you create a pathway to greatness and well-being. The process of rewriting your story begins with asking yourself questions. And those questions can uncover the experiences and the beliefs that shaped your life and help you to create a narrative that supports your potential and your ambitions. Let me ask you these questions. You're going to have to rewind this in order for you to really truthfully answer. But let me take you through. The first question: what story have you been telling yourself about who you are? And how has it influenced your choices? Take a moment to reflect on any reoccurring themes in your personal story. Are your choices driven by confidence and possibility, or is it limited by fear and doubt? Understanding those patterns can show how they've shaped your past and offer insights on how to align your future choices with your values and your aspirations. Question number 2: what parts of your story feel outdated or no longer true? Life changes, baby. And there's parts of your story that may feel misaligned with who you are now. What beliefs or roles no longer fit your current state of being? Maybe you always identified yourself as a caregiver, but now you're ready to focus on your needs and desires. And by recognizing those shifts, you get to release those stories that no longer serve you. Question number 3: who do you want to become in the year ahead? And what story will support that growth? You got to look at the person you want to become this year. And what story would that version of you tell about who you are and the opportunities that are ready for you to embrace? You got to write those affirmations down to guide you going forward. Something like, I am someone who creates connection and growth, or I meet challenges with courage and resilience. Question number 4: what fears or doubts are holding you back from rewriting your story? You see, fear keeps you stuck in old ways of being. Are you afraid of failure, judgment, uncertainty? What's holding you back? Can you name the fears that can help you see them as thoughts, not truths, but thoughts? And then you got to make some space for courage to guide you in your next steps. Question number 5. What is one intentional step you can take to embody your new story? Even the smallest intentional steps can create such a meaningful shift in your life and how you see yourself and what you believe is possible. No matter what it is, a new project, a boundary, a commitment to a habit that reflects your aspiration and supports your well-being. Reflect on your commitment to growth and embody the story that you want to live in this upcoming year. You are being invited to possibility. And as this new year begins, it's an opportunity to reflect on the stories that shape your choices, your opportunities, and the possibilities. And these stories can either limit or inspire you, depending on how you engage them. But by exploring and challenging your beliefs about who you are, you create a space to release those that no longer serve you and embrace the ones that align with your values and what you want to achieve. Rewrite your story. It's not only a transformative thing, but it's also a crucial step in nurturing your well-being and realizing your potential. You got to realize that your story isn't fixed. It's a living reflection of your growth, evolving with every choice that you make. Make sure when you write your new story that it reflects your resilience, your growth, and your limitless possibilities. Ashe. All right, I'm done. I'm done here. Listen, be well, stay safe. Ashe, and deep bow to each and every one of you. And I shall see you all very, very soon.
Making decisions for my happiness that don't make sense to anybody else around me. I am not looking for a high five or word of encouragement. I'm not asking what you think about it. I'm just gonna do it. So if you see me doing something out of character, or I'm acting brand new, or I'm on some new shit, just know it's about where I'm coming and not about who I've been. It's about where I'm going and not where I was. And I don't want. I ain't got a cap, cause baby, look at the material. Face is like a goddess and the body is ethereal. Get up in my vibe, feels like a higher something spiritual. Already know what I came here to do. Level up, ambiance, I set it up. I can never get enough. Love the woman I've become. Morning affirmations, high vibrations like the rising sun. Tell a hater we ain't done. I got more shine to come. Cause I got confidence, and I worked hard for this. Waited way too long for this. Now I got confidence, and I worked hard for this. I'm working on my confidence. I got confidence. Waited way too long for this. Building on my confidence. Working on me, yeah. Becoming everything I need to be. And I ain't even in my final form yet. Got a strong foundation, I'm just upgrading the format. Dead weight get cut off, bad vibes get brushed off. Baby, I'm the plug and I can't let nobody run off. I can't match your energy, it's not in my aesthetic. Choosing peace over that petty shit. The girls that get it, get it. Understanding my assignment, always in alignment. Trusting in the process, being